Oh, you're going to have to leave, please.
Of course.
Oh, for heaven's sake, the alarm's off. Do you know who it is?
No, I've no idea.
Oh, Monica.
Oh, no, it wasn't
there.
him. No, it wasn't.
Oh, thank heaven, I was on the floor, and I heard the alarm, and I...
No, it was the patient right next to Dan. The nurse was right there. You certainly do train them well, Audrey. When I got in, everything was under control.
Thank heaven. I was so frightened it was Dan. Well, excuse me.
Yeah, and don't you worry.
All right.
You all right?
Things certainly move fast in there.
Well, we had an excellent nurse.
Well, one thing's certain. It's not the size of the donations, it's the quality of the staff that give this hospital its excellent reputation.
But it is the donations that make it all possible to have this good care. Well, do you want to go back in?
No, I've seen enough. Thank you.
Why don't we see a little bit of the cafeteria? I think you could use a cup of coffee.
I've got a better idea. Why don't you join me for lunch? Somewhere a long way from the hospital. What are you laughing at?
Excuse me, I'm not laughing at you at all. It's just that we forget sometimes that outsiders find things a little unnerving.
Oh.
But then insiders can find things a little unnerving, too. So as far as lunch goes, thank you. I accept.
Wonderful. Let's go.
My word, all that so fast?
Well, I wanted to make up for the time I missed. I'm really very sorry that I was...
Oh, it's all right. As long as you got the Mason letter out, that's the only important matter this morning.
Well, actually, I would like to be able to explain to you why I was late.
Look, you don't have to explain. My word, I've overslept once or twice myself.
No, but see, that wasn't it.
I know you ladies. You have things to do, hairdressers and so on. It's all right.
But, Mr. Quartermain...
Don't worry, my dear, I tell you.
But I want to tell you. You see, I've had another job offer.
You didn't accept, did you?
Yes, I did.
Well, why? I mean, did I do something? Say something?
Oh, no, Mr. Quartermain. You've been nothing but wonderful to me, really.
Look, it wasn't that Randall, was it?
No.
I'll have a word with him.
No, it wasn't Randall. He's been great, too.
Well, then why quit? More money, is that it?
Well, yes,
Okay, I'll give you a raise. You are a real asset around here.
Thank you, Mr. Quartermain. But really, though, it's more than money.
What else is there?
A chance to learn, to advance. You see, here, I really don't have a chance to grow.
Oh, yeah. Well, we are a small office here. I grant you that.
I have a future to think about, a career.
Well, far be it from me to stand in the way of your future.
Thank you, Mr. Quartermain.
As a matter of fact, I'll salute it. How about having lunch with me?
Well, I'd love that.
Fine. Now, we'll just leave all of this stuff until we get back.
Oh, well, I can't today. I have a lunch date.
Sorry, lunch.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean to disturb you. I just need your help.
Yeah, it's a lousy sandwich anyway. For 14 years, I've been telling the wife, you don't dry the lettuce, you get soggy sandwiches. What can I do for you?
I just need to find out some information about one of your trucks, the one that services General Hospital.
Well, we got a couple of them going over there.
Okay, the one I want would be the one that would be there on September the 10th.
You a cop?
No, I'm not. I'm a lawyer. Joe Kelly's my name.
Frank Murphy. Pleased to meet you.
Murphy, huh?
Yeah. Hey, now, wait a minute. None of my guys was in an accident. They'd have told me if they were.
No, there's no accident at all. It's just for another case that I'm working on. I need some information. I just need the itinerary of that truck for that day.
Sorry.
You can't give it to me?
Nope. Only the driver could do that. He makes up his own. You see, all my guys fix their own schedules.
Oh, well, great. How do I get in touch with the driver?
Well, you can wait around till he checks back in, I guess.
Great. When'll that be?
A couple hours.
Oh. There's not a radio or anything in the truck, is there?
No need for that. We're a small operation. My guys know what they're doing. Each one's his own boss, so to speak.
And this driver, what'd you say his name was?
I didn't. Ben Robeshaw.
So Ben should be back in a couple of hours, huh?
Yeah, you leave your number. I have him give you a call.
Wait, tell you what, Murph, I've really got to talk to him, so I will be back. If you could just please ask him to wait for me.
Well, I can ask. That's all I can promise you.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Thanks.
Mm. I'm never going to be able to finish my lunch. Well, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down the truck that services General Hospital.
Well, what's this? Reading your fan mail?
I wish. No, I'm just going over the books. I let myself in. I hope you don't mind.
Be my guest.
I had to do something. I'll tell you, if I don't quit worrying about Luke, I'm absolutely going to go crazy.
Well, it helps to keep busy.
What have you been doing?
Anybody home?
Hi, Mike. What do you got?
Not much. How about you?
Too much.
Somebody else here.
I'm sorry, love. I was about to explain. I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is the FBI matched the prints. The bad news is they've given me 150 possibilities.
No.
We'd never get through them.
Well, what did you do?
Pushed my luck and asked for photographs.
And what did they say?
Well, I'll get them. I just got to wait.
Oh, join the club.
What are you waiting for?
Waiting on a fellow by the name of Ben who drives for the Oaks Cleaning and Laundry Establishment.
Now I'm really lost. What are you
I've been tracking down all the vehicles that service General Hospital, seeing if maybe Luke made his getaway on one of them.
Well, you two really are amazing, aren't you?
Agreed, but also empty-handed.
So now what?
Well, I'll go back to the cleaner in about an hour. Listen, there's something else, Garb, that I didn't tell you about. You know the lawyer that handled the sale of Holly's land way back when?
Durbin.
Oliver Durbin, exactly.
What about him?
The New York Bar Association has never heard of the guy.
So what does that mean?
I went to the American Bar Association. I assumed that he was a New York lawyer because it was, handled in Port Charles, but he may be an out-of-stater.
Well, can they tell you that?
Yeah, they said they will. Give me a call. I gave them this number.
Yeah.
Well, that's one more straw to try to grasp.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, but speaking of grasping at straws, Ramsey asked for the same exact list from Amy that I got.
Figures.
If he's asking the same questions, he's going to get the same answers, man.
Okay, so we can't waste any time.
Exactly, but except that I have my hands full. I've got to go to 3 other places, a caterer's, Acorn Florist, and Jumpin' Jack Janitorial.
Okay, right. Look, I'll check out the cleaners, all right, in about an hour or so.
Good. Yeah, the guy's name is Ben, all right? And if you could wait here, the ABA should be calling.
Sure.
Okay, but listen, you keep in touch in case anything develops.
You know I will.
It was awfully sweet of you to invite me to lunch, Alan.
Heather, right. Look, you said you had something important to tell me about Jason and Susan.
Yes. Naturally, I didn't want to discuss something that personal over the phone.
Naturally.
I just thought you should know right away.
Know what, Heather? You still haven't said anything.
Well, it's just such a wonderful meal. I mean, the food was great, wasn't it?
It was wonderful, Heather. Would you please tell me what's happened?
It's just that it's not that easy for me. I mean, Susan's my cousin. We're practically sisters. I don't want you to think I'm putting her down.
What is it?
It's Susan's drinking. It's getting worse and worse. At first, I thought it was just a phase she's going through, but there's hardly a minute in the day where she hasn't got a drink in her hand. I mean, even early in the morning.
Oh, my God.
I'm very concerned about Susan and the baby, too.
What do you mean about the baby? She hasn't done anything to him, has she?
No, of course not. But I don't know how much longer she can go on like this and continue to take care of him.
Well, the babysitter comes in regularly, right?
Yes. That's a whole nother problem. See, there's been a whole string of babysitters. Look, Jason deserves better care than that. He's such a beautiful boy. I feel so close to him, Alan. I feel like he's my own child.
I appreciate that, Heather.
I've tried to step in and care for him when she's been unable to. But sometimes Susan, she just gets so bad. She's out of it. She doesn't even realize he's there.
God, if I could only spend more time with him.
But how can you, Alan? With your family and your job?
Yes, but Jason is my family as well.
I know that. Sometimes he reminds me of you. I think that's why I like him so much.
Why, because he's like me?
He's got your eyes and your smile.
Thank you for the tour of the hospital. I like the choice of restaurant.
Well, thank you. It's a little touch of Italy. Now, I may add, the house wine here is excellent.
Oh, we shall have it then. A carafe?
Oh, don't forget, I have to go back to the hospital.
Oh, I won't. It's a pleasant place. Thank you.
Yes, a lot of the hospital cargo here.
Is that another admirer?
At one time, yes. So tell me, where do your travels take you when you're not in Port Charles?
I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to upset you.
No, you did the right thing by telling me. I'm obliged, thank you.
Well, of course, there's no city in the world quite like Paris.
May we?
Oh, it was really nice of you to do this.
It's kind of a popular place. You know, we're gonna have to enjoy this now because, you know, we might not get to do much of this when we get to working and stuff.
I can't wait to start work.
Good. You know, being a lawyer's secretary, there's more to it than just typing.
Well, I hope so.
You gotta also learn how to, like, observe people.
Really? Oh, I love to observe people.
Well, it's more than just observing and watching people. You have to kind of go below the surface there, you know, and make your own opinions on people, and it's kind of hard to explain it to you. Let me, demonstration, okay? Take Alan Quartermain over there.
All right. He seems to be enjoying himself.
Okay. Just keep watching. Because, this kind of stuff is very good in a case, you know, winning a case. Okay, suppose you were called upon to describe the situation over there. How would you do it?
Well, obviously, I'd say they came here for lunch.
And?
Neither of them seem to be too interested in food.
Okay. Okay, what about their attitude? What kind of attitude do you think they have?
Friendly. Very friendly.
How friendly?
So friendly. It looks like there might even be a romance brewing. Huh, I like this. Well, I'm gonna look for it. Oh, no.
What? What is it?
Monica, look, Monica, it looks like she might have a romance going on of her own.
I'm not interested in her. Just keep your eye over here on Alan and Heather.
Well, hello, Scotty. Good to see you.
Monica?
Hi, good to see you. Oh, no, watch this. This is going to be very interesting.
My, we're certainly keeping it all in the family, aren't we? Susan's family.
I see you haven't lost your yen for continental men.
That happens to be Mr. Basil Corso. Corso Oil.
All that happens to be is an Englishman without a title.
Really, and what title have you given Heather? It can't be that of homewrecker because you don't have a home anymore to wreck.
She happens to be extremely concerned about my family.
Really, which branch of it? Legitimate or illegitimate?
That is not funny as well as tasteless.
And what do you think you are, melting all over the table like that?
And what do you think you are, fawning all over that table?
I am not. For your information, Mr. Corso is thinking quite seriously of donating a large sum of money to the hospital.
And what are you thinking of donating to Mr. Corso in return?
How dare you?
What else am I supposed to think?
What am I supposed to think with you and what's-her-name's cousin over there?
Well, whatever you're thinking, you're wrong.
Look, what difference does it make? We can have lunch with whoever we want to. We certainly don't want to have lunch with each other.
Who said?
Well, Alan, you didn't invite me to lunch. I didn't invite you to lunch. It obviously means we don't care enough.
How dare you make such an assumption? How dare you make that kind of assumption?
What, are you saying that you care about me?
Of course I must care. Why else would I be standing here yelling at you because you're having lunch with somebody else?
Why am I standing here yelling at you?
I don't know. Why are you?
You are crazy. Do you know that?
Yes, I know it. You need your head examined. Did you know that?
Yes.
Oh, stop.
No.
Oh, shut up and stop yelling for 5 minutes.
Now, how would you describe that to the court?
I don't think they'd be interested. What do you want to eat?
Oh, I don't know. These do look lovely, but I'm afraid I've lost my appetite.
Just wish that bloody bar association would ring.
I just wish Luke would ring.
Well, how can he? I mean, every phone for Miles is tapped. I mean, if I knew where he was, I could get something through to him.
Depressing, isn't it?
Well, he's been in some bad scrapes before.
As bad as this?
I don't think so.
No. And not to mention it, Robert, but if we don't open the Star soon, we're going to be broke.
Well, don't mention it.
I won't.
You know, I hate to bring this up, but we've been in some messes before. But this is bad.
I know. But what in the world are we going to do to get him out of this one?
Oh, Ross, good. You've got the itinerary.
No.
What do you mean, no? I told you not to come back until you had it.
The driver's got it in the truck.
Well, then find the truck.
He'll be back at the office in about an hour or so.
Why the hell didn't you let me know?
You were in a meeting with the commissioner. I figured it could wait.
Well, you figured wrong.
What would I do?
Use your head. You had the license number, you find the truck, and you talk to the driver.
Sorry, Captain. I didn't figure it was all that important.
Well, it is. We don't know much in this case, but I'll tell you one thing for sure. We're not the only ones on Spencer's trail.
I don't follow.
Do I have to spell it out for you? Spencer has some very sharp friends.
That guy Scorpio was with the WSB, wasn't he? I read about him last summer.
Well, why didn't you remember that when you walked out of that laundry? Tell you something else. If we can figure out where Spencer is, so can Scorpio and his friends. You know, there's only one way to beat them. I want you to send out a squad car and intercept that truck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. And by the way, as soon as you get that itinerary, will you bring it back to me?
Right.
And please, don't let me down this time. I don't want to be outmaneuvered. I want to get to Spencer first.
You got it.
On One Life to Live, Beau's happiness with his new family turns to suspicion.
One of us is being honest with you, and you're gonna have to decide which one it is. Do you believe Drew, or do you believe me?
And on the edge of night,
Don't worry. Jody's gonna be okay.
Jody is held captive in an ancient castle dungeon.
Please, please, you have to help me. I don't know how to get out of here.
One Life to Live, The Edge of Night, weekdays